Good evening, pro wrestling fans from all around the world of all shapes and sizes. Welcome to another Pro Wrestling Talk video brought to you by Blitzball Champ Gaming here on the U to the Tube. I'm your host, Blitzball Champ Jason Ingram. So, the G1 Climax 34 has reached its epic conclusion. So I'm going to go over that and more other tournament updates, including the Pro Wrestling Noah N-1 Victory 2024 and the Stardom 5-Star Grand Prix 2024 tournaments. Got some more updated standings for those. But want to start off with the big one. The G1 Climax 34 has officially reached its epic conclusion. It came down to Yota Tsuji versus Zack Sabre Jr. Now, there weren't any other title matches or anything like that on this show, but it came down to those final two. Incredible match between both these competitors, but when it was all said and done, it took 8 years. 8 years to do it. But ladies and gentlemen, we now have our second ever foreigner to win the G1 Climax tournament, as Zack Sabre Jr. was able to submit Yota Tsuji to win the coveted prize. So congratulations to Zack Sabre Jr. He's finally done it. It took 8 years being a part of New Japan Pro Wrestling for him to finally pull this off. All I could say is it was about time. It was about time. And you know what? I don't think it's going to stop there, because you know the next stop is, of course, towards the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship. But he finally did it. He finally did it. Only the second foreigner, non-Japanese wrestler to win this tournament. Of course, the first was the Best Bout Machine, Kenny Omega. But he also has made history as the first ever British wrestler to win this tournament. So, hey, making history right there. So, very good. Very good. And of course, his TMDK stablemates celebrated with him. They toasted with some beers and all that. But you know what? He definitely earned it. He deserved it. And he apparently does not want to wait till Wrestle Kingdom to get his title shot against Naito. So he apparently wants his title shot on October 14th at the King of Pro Wrestling show. That's where he wants his title shot. And I believe that is gonna be at Ryogoku. I think that's at Ryogoku Sumo Hall. So I'm very curious to see how that goes. But he wants to cash in on his title shot there. And then he wants to be able to have his first defense. You know, say he does win and defeat and dethrone Tetsuya Naito. Then he wants to have his first title defense at the recently announced Royal Quest 4, which will take place at the Crystal Palace on October 20th. and that, yeah, Crystal Palace National Sports Center. So that's where he wants to have his title shot at King of Pro Wrestling, and then he wants to defend. If he wins, he wants to defend the title at Royal Quest. So, I mean, dude is breaking tradition. I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is, but hey, I don't hate it. I don't hate it. So, like I said, congratulations to Zack Sabre Jr. I felt like he was the right guy to win this tournament. And you know what? I think he's going to dethrone Tetsuya Naito and finally become IWGP World Heavyweight Champion. Something he's never done before. So, I think the writing is on the wall. I think it's only a matter of time, and it looks like that could happen as early as October 14th. So, definitely looking forward to it. And it was good to see him get in the crowd and celebrate with the crowd. So, and shout out to the Japanese audience, really just embracing Zack Sabre Jr. That was really cool to see, with him winning. And, like I said, Yota Tsuji put up a great fight. And, definitely Yota Tsuji, I believe, will definitely be a singles champion. But this was definitely Zack Sabre Jr.'s time. This was his time, hands down. But yeah, the 37-year-old Zack Sabre Jr., after 8 years, wins the G1 Climax. So definitely happy for him. Well earned, well deserved. And honestly, I'm looking forward to him dethroning Tetsuya Naito. And which also means, that does go down, then they're pretty much going to have to build up a challenger for Zack Sabre Jr. at Wrestle Kingdom. And that'll give him the opportunity to walk into Wrestle Kingdom as champion, which would be a pretty big deal, especially, I plan on being there live for Wrestle Kingdom 19. So, should be good. Should be really good. But congratulations to Zack Sabre Jr. once again. I felt like he had the biggest amount of momentum, especially with how well he did in the block matches and securing that #1 seed. And honestly, he really just wrote his own destiny with this tournament, hands down. So definitely not shocked that he ended up winning. I think the writing was definitely on the wall. I truly believe that. So, but yeah. So now that the G1 Climax has come to an end, now it's time to continue the road to Wrestle Kingdom 19. So I know they got the Destruction series coming up. They got Royal Quest. They just announced that. So you still got a lot of good stuff to look forward to. As a matter of fact, they got Capital Collision coming up at the end of this month, which I'll do a separate video on previewing that. The Road to Destruction starts September 6th. So Shingo Takagi will have a 20th anniversary event on the 7th. But yeah, you got the Road to the Destruction Tour, pretty much. You got Destruction in Kobe on September 29th. And, you got the 40th anniversary of Yuji Nagata Blue Justice show. Looks like Blue Justice 14th. That's October 6th. And you got the Road to King of Pro Wrestling 2024. Yeah, okay, so I was right. So October 14th, King of Pro Wrestling 2024. is at the Ryogoku Kojikukan. So, got that. And that's all they got scheduled so far. And like I said, Royal Quest is October 20th. Royal Quest 4. So, yeah, just a couple of things to look forward to, and then they got to start building up some more competitors for the current titles. So, should be good. A lot to look forward to. The road to Wrestle Kingdom 19 has begun. So, looking forward to it. Alrighty. Before we go into the other tournament updates, here's a quick word on the sponsor of this video, Game Beauty. Check them out. As you continue to enjoy content here at Blitzball Champ Gaming, be sure you take a moment to check out Game Beauty. Beauty inspired by gaming. Game Beauty brings to you video game related makeup and cosmetic products. You have products such as eyeshadow palettes, elemental pearl highlighters, eyeshadow brushes, liquid eyeliner pens by Akideris, and even non-makeup products like graphic tees. They even have special collaboration makeup kits, such as this Persona 5 Heat Wave Brush Single, Metaverse Bundle, and even a Phantom Thieves Limited Edition Makeup Collection. Also remember that Game Beauty provides international shipping of $60 or more. And if you use the promo code BlitzballChamp, all in caps, you can get 10% off of your order. So be sure to use that to your advantage. Now, back to your regularly scheduled video. Enjoy, and thank you. Alrighty, it's time to jump into some more Pro Wrestling Tournament updates. So, first off, we're going to cover the N-1 Victory 2024, and then the 5-Star Grand Prix. We had some more matches that happened for both tournaments, so let's give another standings update. Both of these tournaments are coming close, coming down to the wire as well. They're almost finished, so we got that. And then I know there's also the Tokyo Princess Cup. That's coming closer to an end. So yeah, got a lot to look forward to. But let's start with the N-1 Victory, and let's look at the current standings there. All right, let's get started. Alrighty, starting with Block A. So we already know the situation with Atsushi Kotoge. Had to forfeit all of his matches, the rest of his matches due to injury. Only 2 matches he had were losses to Dragon Bane and Josh Briggs, and then he had to forfeit the rest due to injury. So technically finishes 0-7, 0 points, finishes at the bottom. But speedy recovery for Atsushi Kotoge. Okay, moving along. One competitor sitting at 5 points total with a record of 2-3-1, unfortunately, is Masaki Tamiya. I really was expecting better because, you know, I'm a big fan of Masaki Tamiya, but this has been a rough tournament for him. But 2-3-1 for 5 points. He had the victory over Jack Morris, the forfeit over Atsushi Kotoge, but 3 losses to Dragon Bane, Luis Mante, and Josh Briggs, and the 1 draw with Kaito Kiyomiya. He has 1 match left, but unfortunately, Masaki Tamiya has been mathematically eliminated. Really sucks to see, but yeah, he's mathematically eliminated. Oh well. Alright, we have 1 competitor sitting at 6 points total with a record of 3-3, and that's Dragon Bane. Dragon Bane, 3 victories over Masaki Tamiya, Luis Mante, and has the forfeit over Atsushi Kotoge, but has 3 losses to Kaito Kiyomiya, Ryohei Oiwa, and Jack Morris. And he also has 1 match left. He is still in it, but he's in danger of elimination. He needs to win his last match in order to still have a chance. Okay. We have 1 competitor sitting at 7 points total, and he has a record of 3-2-1, and that is Ryohei Oiwa, who's actually been hanging in there. He's been hanging in there. He's still technically alive, but 3-2-1. He's got victories over Dragon Bane, Jack Morris, the forfeit over Atsushi Kotoge. He's got 2 losses to Luis Mante and Josh Briggs, and the 1 draw with Kaito Kiyomiya. He's still in the hunt. He's got 1 match left, but he needs to win this match in order to have a chance. And then we have 4 competitors tied at 8 points, which are Kaito Kiyomiya, Jack Morris, Luis Mante, and Josh Briggs. Alright, let's start with Kaito Kiyomiya, the current GHC heavyweight champion. He has a record of 3-1-2. He's got victories over Josh Briggs, Dragon Bane, and the forfeit over Atsushi Kotoge. He has the 1 loss to Luis Mante, and he's got 2 draws with Masaki Tamiya and Ryohei Oiwa. He's got 1 match left. It'll be interesting to see how this finishes off, because he has the opportunity to get 10 points if he can win his final match. Alright, Jack Morris. Jack Morris, who's been having a good tournament. He has a record of 4-2 with 8 points. He's got victories over Josh Briggs, Luis Mante, Dragon Bane, and the forfeit over Atsushi Kotoge. His 2 losses were to Masaki Tamiya and Ryohei Oiwa. He's got 1 match left. But Jack Morris, he's been having a good tournament. He's been having a really good tournament. All right. Luis Mante, 4-3 with 8 points total. He has 4 victories over Kaito Kiyomiya, Masaki Tamiya, Ryohei Oiwa, and the forfeit over Atsushi Kotoge, and 3 losses to Jack Morris, Dragon Bane, and Josh Briggs. He doesn't have any matches left, because technically his last match would have been against Atsushi Kotoge, but it was forfeit. So he finishes with 8 points. Still has a chance to qualify, but it really depends on the outcome of the remaining matches. So we'll have to see how that goes. But finishes with 8 points, not bad at all. And then NXT superstar Josh Briggs, who's been having a great tournament. 4-2, 8 points. He's got victories over Luis Mante, Ryohei Oiwa, Masakita Miya, and Atsushi Kotoge. And let's see, he's got 2 losses to Kaito Kiyomiya and Jack Morris. He's got 1 match left, but Josh Briggs has been having a great tournament, and he has a very good chance of making it out of the block as one of the winners of this block. So, let's look at scenarios right quick, just for this block. So, here are the matchups. So there's only 1 day of matchups left for the A block, which are, we got Kaito Kiyomiya versus Jack Morris. We have Masakita Miya versus Ryohei Oiwa. And we have Josh Briggs versus Dragon Bane. So those are the 3 remaining matchups for the A block. Now, let's see. Josh Briggs. So Josh Briggs, honestly, all he's got to do is win. Ultimately, Josh Briggs has to win his match. And he's going to need, let's see. So all Josh Briggs has to do is win his match. He needs Kaito Kiyomiya to lose or draw. Actually, yeah, the final match with, Kaito Kiyomiya and Jack Morris. So if Josh Briggs can win his match, and if Jack Morris, Kaito Kiyomiya can end in a draw, then that means Josh Briggs will secure the number 1 seed. Because even if Dragon Bane, yeah. Yeah. If Josh Briggs wins and Kaito Kiyomiya and Jack Morris end in a tie, then Josh Briggs secures the 1st seed. Now, if... But I do think that as long as Josh Briggs win, even if Ryohei Oiwa, or excuse me, even if Jack Morris or Kaito Kiyomiya wins, then that would mean Josh Briggs would have the 2nd seed. But I think as long as Josh Briggs wins his final match, then he's in. Whether he's the 1st seed or the 2nd seed. It's just that in order for him to get the 1st seed, Kiyomiya, Jack Morris, that has to end in a draw. Now, Dragon Bane, let's see. Ooh. Now, Dragon Bane, well, actually, wait a minute. Actually, I don't think Dragon Bane can qualify, because even if he beats Josh Briggs, both Kaito Kiyomiya . and Jack Morris have tiebreakers over him. So yeah, actually, I don't think Dragonbane can qualify. Yeah, actually, he can't. So let me fix this. Let me fix this. Yeah, he actually can't qualify because both Kaito Kiyomiya and Jack Morris have the tiebreakers on him. So let me fix that. Let's see. Now, for Ryohei Oiwa, let's see. He's got to beat Masaki Tamiya, and he needs for So Ryohei Oiwa needs to beat Masaki Tamiya. He needs Dragonbane to beat Josh Briggs. And he needs Kaito Kiyomiya and Jack Morris to end in a draw. Then that means that at least he would take one of the seeds because he has a victory. He has a tiebreaker over Jack Morris. He would have the tiebreaker over Jack Morris. So that would mean Kaito Kiyomiya and Ryohei Oiwa would advance. It's just Ryohei. Ryohei cannot get the first seed. He can still get the second seed. So, but yeah, Ryohei Oiwa needs to win his match. He needs Dragonbane to beat Josh Briggs. And he needs Kiyomiya Morris to end in a draw in order for him to have that second seed. Now, let's see. Looking at Jack Morris, all Jack Morris has to do, all he has to do is win and he's in. Yeah, all he has to do is win and he's in. Because even if Josh Briggs wins, he has the tiebreaker. So all Jack Morris has to do is win and he's in. And he would take the first seed. Yeah, he wins, he takes the first seed. And same thing with Kaito Kiyomiya. If he wins, he takes the first seed. But Jack Morris could still take the second seed if Jack Morris loses, but if Dragonbane beats Josh Briggs, then Jack Morris would have the second seed. So yeah, so pretty much for the most part, Jack Morris and Kaito Kiyomiya, all they got to do is win, and they seal that first seed. They win their match, they get that first seed. Josh Briggs, for him to get that first seed, he needs to win, and there needs to be a tie between Kaito Kiyomiya and Jack Morris. But yeah, those are pretty much the scenarios for this block. But like I said, top two advance. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. All right, let's go to the B block. Oh, let me save it right quick. All right, let's go to the B block. Okay, so for the B block, all right. So we already know about Hijo del Dr. Wagner Jr. Had to forfeit the rest of his matches due to injury. He finished 1-2, or excuse me, 1-6, 2 points. He had the one victory over Oka Sasaki. The losses to Yoshiki Inamura and Alpha Wolf, then had to forfeit the rest of his matches due to injury. So, speedy recovery for him. Okay, let's move along. We got one competitor with only 3 points on a record of 1-4-1. It's been a really rough tournament for him. That's Alpha Wolf. So Alpha Wolf had the one victory over Hijo del Dr. Wagner Jr. He had 4 losses to Tavion Heights, Yoshiki Inamura, Oka Sasaki, and Minobu Soya. And he had the one draw with Keno. So a really, really rough tournament for him. But he has one match left. All right, we have the next competitor that has a 2-4 record, only 4 points, is Oka Sasaki. And I believe he's the current GHC national champion. 2 victories over Alpha Wolf and Yoshiki Inamura, but 4 losses to Titus Alexander, Hijo del Dr. Wagner Jr., Minobu Soya, and Keno. He has 1 match left. But yeah, he is mathematically eliminated, as well as Alpha Wolf. Okay. We have one competitor that has 6 points, who has a record of 3-3, and that is Yoshiki Inamura. He's got victories over Minobu Soya, Hijo del Dr. Wagner Jr., and Alpha Wolf, but 3 losses to Oka Sasaki, Titus Alexander, and Tavion Heights. He has 1 match left, but unfortunately he is mathematically eliminated from contention. All right, we have 2 competitors with 8 points each, both with 4-2 records, and they are both of our American stars in Titus Alexander and Tavion Heights. Let's take a look at Tavion Heights from NXT. 4-2 record, victories over Keno, Yoshiki Inamura, Alpha Wolf, and has the forfeit over Dr. Wagner Jr., but he has losses to Minobu Soya and Titus Alexander. He's got 1 match left. Then we got Titus Alexander from West Coast Pro, 4-2, 8 points. Victories over Tavion Heights, Yoshiki Inamura, Oka Sasaki, the forfeit over Dr. Wagner Jr., but losses to Minobu Soya and Keno. And he's got 1 match left. So it's a tight race there between those 2 competitors. Right now, currently sitting at the 2nd seed, as of now, 9 points with a 4-1-1 record, is Keno. Keno, 4 victories over Minobu Soya, Oka Sasaki, and Hijo del Dr. Wagner Jr. forfeit, and a victory over Titus Alexander. He's got the 1 loss to Tavion Heights and the 1 draw with Alpha Wolf. He has 1 match left. 1 match left. And then sitting at the top right now with a total of 10 points on a 5-2 record is Minobu Soya. Minobu Soya, who has finished all of his matches. His last match would be against Hijo del Dr. Wagner Jr., but it's a forfeit. So he's got the forfeit victory over him and victories over Oka Sasaki, Alpha Wolf, Titus Alexander, and Tavion Heights. The 2 losses were to Keno and Yoshiki Inamura. But right now, he has 10 points. He's at the top. Currently the number 1 seed. Okay, let's look at scenarios for this one, for this block. Okay, so final matchups of the B block. We got Keno versus Yoshiki Inamura. We have Titus Alexander versus Alpha Wolf. And we got Tavion Heights versus Ulka Sasaki. Okay, those are the final B block matchups. Okay. Let's see. Tavion Heights. Let's see. He needs to win. He needs to beat Ulka Sasaki. He'll need Titus Alexander to lose. And he needs Keno to either lose or draw. And with that, he would get the 2nd seed. I don't think he can get the 1st seed because Manobu Soya owning the tiebreaker. So I think Tavion Heights could secure the 2nd seed if he can win his match, Titus loses his match, and Keno either loses or draws. Then Tavion Heights could get that 2nd seed. Now, Titus Alexander, all he has to do is win. And even if Tavion Heights won, he owns the tiebreaker over Tavion Heights. But Titus Alexander needs to beat Alpha Wolf. And he needs Keno to lose. Yeah, and he needs Keno to lose. And then he can get the 2nd seed. Because he can't get the 1st seed due to Manobu Soya having the tiebreaker over Titus Alexander. Okay. Let's see. Manobu Soya, he secures the 1st seed as long as he needs Keno to lose. He needs Keno to lose. If Keno loses, then automatically Manobu Soya will own the number 1 seed. Because even if Titus or Tavion wins their match, Manobu Soya owns the tiebreaker between the both of them. So Manobu Soya needs Keno to lose to secure that 1st seed. Now if Keno wins, then pretty much Keno secures the number 1 seed by default. And I think by default that would mean Manobu Soya would get the 2nd seed. Yeah. So pretty much Keno wins. He gets the number 1 seed by default. And Manobu Soya would get the number 2 seed by default. But if Keno loses, then Manobu Soya gets the number 1 seed by default. So it looks like only Keno and Manobu Soya are eligible to get that number 1 seed. Titus and Tavion can't get that number 1 seed because of the tiebreaker that Manobu Soya owns. So yeah, pretty interesting scenarios. Very interesting scenarios for both blocks, B block and A block. But yeah, definitely looking forward to the last day, which the last day of the block matches is on August 25th, which I believe that is a Sunday? Yeah, Sunday. So that's next Sunday. Yeah, next Sunday. So definitely looking forward to that. That should be really good. Okay. Now, let's switch gears to the current standings of the Stardom 5-Star Grand Prix 2024. So let me switch up the spreadsheets. Are we ready? Let's go. Okay, starting with Red Stars A of the 5-Star Grand Prix 2024. Okay, sitting at the bottom with 0 points on an abysmal record of 0-4 is Unamizumori of Cosmic Angels. So even though she qualified for this tournament, she has struggled badly with 4 losses to Maika, Hazuki, Natsupoi, and Manami. She has 2 matches left, but unfortunately the Pineapple Girl is mathematically eliminated from contention. So really, really rough. I mean, kudos on her qualifying to compete, but really, really struggled in this tournament. All right, we got one competitor who also struggled badly. 1 point on a record of 0-4-1, and that's Ruoka. Ruoka of Hate. So she has no victories, 4 losses to Maika, Hazuki, Natsupoi, and Konami, and has the 1 draw with Manami. And she has 1 match left. She's got 1 match left. But she also is mathematically eliminated from contention. All right, we have one competitor with 4 points total on a record of 2-3, and that is Konami, also from Hate, just like Ruoka. She has a 2-3 record, victories over Hazuki and Ruoka, but losses to Maika, Natsupoi, and Manami. She has 1 match left. But unfortunately, Konami is eliminated from contention, mathematically eliminated. So that's 3 ladies that we know that are out of this tournament, have no way of making it to the playoffs. All right, let's keep it going. We got one competitor sitting at 5 points total with a record of 2-1-1, and that's Manami from Sendai Girls. So she has 2 victories over Unamizumori and Konami, 1 loss to Hazuki, and 1 draw with Ruoka. She's got 2 matches left. But, she's still in pretty decent shape. But she's got to make sure she wins these last 2 matches. She could afford 1 loss, but just depending on how the rest of the board goes, that loss could be detrimental. But she has 2 matches left. So she's definitely still in it. Definitely still in it. But not quite endangered just yet. Just yet. All right. We have 2 competitors right now with 6 points apiece, both with 3-1 records. And they are Hazuki and Natsupoi. Let's take a look at Natsupoi from Cosmic Angels, the current Wonder of Stardom champion, and also Artist of Stardom champion as well. She has a record of 3-1, victories over Yunamizumori, Konami, and Ruoka, and has the one loss to Maika. She's got 2 matches left, but having a good tournament so far. And then we have Hazuki from Stars. Same record, 3-1, 6 points. Victories over Ruoka, Manami, and Yunamizumori. Had the one loss to Konami. And she has 2 matches left. So, still in pretty good shape. And then, sitting at the top of the Red Stars A, currently undefeated, 4-0, with 8 points, is Maika, representing Empress Nexus Venus. 4-0, victories over Ruoka, Natsupoi, Konami, and Yunamizumori. And she has 2 matches left. So, Maika in strong control of the Red Stars A so far. But yeah, looking like the favorite to potentially take the #1 seed from Red Stars A. All right, let's see. The next Red Stars A upcoming matchups we got on August 23rd, which is Friday. Yeah, Friday. So let's see. We got, Maika versus Hazuki. That should be really good. We got Natsupoi versus Manami. That should be good. And we have Yunamizumori versus Konami. So battle between 2 losers there. But yeah, Manami versus Natsupoi, Maika versus Hazuki, definitely 2 matchups to keep an eye out on. Definitely 2 matchups to keep an eye out on. But right now, Maika is at the top. And let's see. Maika has the #1 seed. And, well, it's a tie for the #2 seed between Hazuki and Natsupoi. Mainly because they haven't faced each other yet. Yeah, they haven't faced each other yet. But, okay, let's go to Red Stars B. Red Stars B, the most stacked block of the tournament. So, we got one competitor sitting at the bottom, unfortunately with 0 points on a record of 0-4. And this is a big surprise by a lot of fans, which is understandable. But right now, sitting 0-4 is the leader of Cosmic Angels, Tam Nakano. Yeah. Of course, also, believe, also 1/3 of the current Artists of Stardom champions. But yeah, 4 losses to Mayu Iwatani, Momo Watanabe, Azumi, and Saya Ida. Well, she has 2 matches left, but unfortunately eliminated from contention. Sad to see. But the funny thing is, she has a shot at the World of Stardom Championship coming up, I believe at the finals of the 5-Star Grand Prix. Huh, will you look at that? Even with the terrible record in this tournament, she's still going to get a title shot. All right. Next up, got 2 competitors right now sitting at 2 points each. And they are Momo Watanabe and Saya Ida. Let's take a look at Saya Ida. Or no, actually, let's take a look at Momo Watanabe first. She has a 1-4 record, 2 points. She had the one victory over Tam Nakano, and she had the 4 losses to Mayu Iwatani, Azumi, Mei Seira, and Tomoka Inaba. And she has 1 match left. So, yeah, not a good tournament for Momo Watanabe. But she got a piercing victory over Tam Nakano. So, that in itself is a big deal. But Momo has been mathematically eliminated from contention. Saya Ida, 1-3 record, 2 points. She got the 1 victory over Tam Nakano, but 3 losses to Mayu Iwatani, Mei Seira, and Tomoka Inaba. She has 2 matches left. But unfortunately, Saya Ida of Stars, the little gorilla, has been mathematically eliminated. All right. We have, let's see, 3 competitors with 6 points each. They are Mayu Iwatani, Mei Seira, and Tomoka Inaba. Let's take a look at Tomoka Inaba. She has a record of 2-0-2 for 6 points, 2 victories over Momo Watanabe and Saya Ida, no losses, and 2 draws with Azumi and Mei Seira. Wow, 2 draws against the high-speed competitors. She has 2 matches left. But Tomoka Inaba has had a pretty strong tournament overall. A lot of people are picking her as the MVP, and you know what? It's not a bad pick. It's not a bad pick at all. All right. We got Mei Seira, the current high-speed champion, also 6 points, 2-0-2 record. She's got victories over Momo Watanabe and Saya Ida, no losses, and draws with Azumi and Tomoka Inaba. She has 2 matches left. So she's looking really good. And then Mayu Iwatani, the icon of stardom, the current IWGP Women's Champion, 6 points on a 3-1 record, was on a roll with 3 straight victories over Tam Nakano, Momo Watanabe, and Saya Ida, but she finally ate her first loss to Azumi. And she has 2 matches left, but still a strong showing from the icon of stardom. And right now, sitting at the top of the Red Stars B, with a record of 3-0-2 with 8 points, is the high-speed bomb girl of Neo Genesis, Azumi. Azumi, 3 victories over Mayu Iwatani, Tam Nakano, and Momo Watanabe. Those are 3 big victories. No losses, and 2 draws with Tomoka Inaba and Mei Seira. And she has 1 match left. But yeah, right now, Azumi sitting at the top as the number 1 seed for now. And then I believe right now, Azumi's number 1 seed, I think still. It makes me wonder if Mei Seira and Tomoka Inaba are tied for second, because they don't have a loss and Mayu has a loss. But I don't know. But upcoming matchups on the 23rd, we got Mei Seira versus Mayu Iwatani. Should be a nice high-speed battle. We got Momo Watanabe versus Saya Ida. And we have Tomoka Inaba versus Tam Nakano. Oh, that should be an interesting matchup. But yeah, those are your August 23rd matchups, your next matchups. But right now, Azumi's at the top of the Red Stars B. All right, time to go to the Blue Stars. Blue Stars A. Here we go. All right, Blue Stars A. It's pretty interesting. We got 3 competitors right now sitting at 2 points each, which are Koguma, Anna J, and Miyu Amasaki. All right, let's take a look. Let's take a look at Anna J first. So Anna J has a 1-3 record with 2 points. She has the 1 victory over Saori Ano, but 3 losses to Shuri, Starlight Kid, and Zaina. She's got 2 matches left. And because of how the score currently is, she is in danger of elimination. She cannot afford another loss. But she's got 2 matches left, but cannot afford another loss. She has to win out in order to even have a shot. All right. Let's see. Let's look at Miyu Amasaki next. She has a record of 1-2 for 2 points. 1 victory over Zaina, but 2 losses to Saori Ano and Koguma. She has 3 matches left, so she's still very much in it. She has more matches left than Anna J, so still very much in it. And then Koguma, the high-speed genius, 1-2 with 2 points. She has the 1 victory over Miyu Amasaki, but 2 losses to Starlight Kid and Zaina. She's got 3 matches left, so still very much in it. And even has the tiebreaker over Miyu Amasaki. Okay. We have 2 competitors right now with 4 points each on 2-1 records. They are Shuri and Zaina. Let's take a look at Zaina. She has victories over Koguma and Anna J, and the 1 loss to Miyu Amasaki. She's got 3 matches left. So, not bad. Not a bad start for her. Shuri. Same record, 2-1, 4 points. She's got the 2 victories over Starlight Kid and Anna J. The 1 loss to Saori Ano. She's got 3 matches left. So, still very much in contention. And then we got 2 competitors right now sitting at the top with 5 points apiece, both with records of 2-1-1. And they are Saori Ano and Starlight Kid. So take a look at Saori Ano, of course, the current Sendai Girls World Champion. Two 1-1 victories over Shuri and Miyu Amasaki. She had the 1 loss to Anna J and the 1 draw with Starlight Kid. So they are actually literally they're literally in that top spot like this. 2 matches remaining. And then we have Starlight Kid, same record, 2-1-1. She's got victories over Anna J and Koguma, the 1 loss to Shuri, and the 1 draw with Saori Ano. So pretty much those 2 are right at the top, both with 5 points. But yeah, it's close. This is a close block here. Now, there's some matches that are coming up on August 20th, which is in 2 days. That's Tuesday. So let's take a look at these. We got Saori Ano versus Zaina. We got Shuri versus Koguma. And we have, let's see, we got Anna Jay versus Miyu Amasaki. Oh, those are some interesting matchups. Especially Shuri versus Koguma. I'm actually very excited for that matchup. But yeah, some interesting matchups coming up. All right, let's go to the final block, Blue Stars B. Blue Stars B, also pretty interesting situation as well. So we got 3 competitors in the Blue Stars B with 2 points each. They are Rana Yagami, Saki Kashima, and Tekla. So let's take a look at Saki Kashima. So 1-3 record. 1 victory over Hanan, but 3 losses to Suzu Suzuki, Rana Yagami, and Risa Serra. She's got 2 matches left. She technically is still in it, but she needs to win out. She needs to win out to even have a chance. It's going to be tough. It's going to be really tough for her, but she is still technically in it. As surprising as that sounds. All right. Let's take a look at Rana Yagami. Rana Yagami, 1-2, 2 points. Had the 1 victory over Saki Kashima, but the 2 losses to Saya Kamatani and Tekla. She's got 3 matches left. So definitely still in it, but she's gotta get it going too. Then Tekla, currently one half of the Goddess of Stardom champions, 1-2, 2 points. Has the 1 victory over Rana Yagami, but losses to Saya Kamatani and Hanan. And she's got 3 matches left, but still in it. Definitely still in it. Okay, we got 1 competitor right now with 3 points on a record of 1-1-1, and that is last year's 5-star Grand Prix winner, Suzu Suzuki of Neo Genesis. She's got the 1 victory over Saki Kashima, a loss to former Prominence stablemate Risa Serra, and the 1 draw with Hanan. And she's got 3 matches left. So, kind of a rough start for Suzu, but still very much in it. Still very much in it. All right, we have 1 competitor sitting at 4 points with a record of 2-2, and that is from Prominence, Risa Serra. Risa Serra, 2 victories over Suzu Suzuki and Saki Kashima, but 2 losses to Saya Kamatani and Hanan. And she has 2 matches left. 2 matches left, but is still very much in it. Still very much in it. All right, we got 1 competitor right now with 5 points total on a record of 2-1-1, and that is Cinderella Tournament winner, the young lioness, Hanan. She's got 2 victories over Tekla and Risa Serra. She does have the 1 loss to Saki Kashima and the 1 draw with Suzu Suzuki. She's got 2 matches left, but has had a pretty decent tournament. And right now she's holding on to the 2nd seed of the block. And then right now, sitting at the top of the Blue Stars B, undefeated 3-0 with 6 points, is the Phoenix Queen, Saya Kamatani. Saya Kamatani, 3 victories over Rana Yagami, Tekla, and Risa Serra. And she has 3 matches left. But she's on a roll right now. Undefeated, has yet to take a loss. and she's currently the number 1 seed right now. So she's been on quite a tear since joining Hate and pretty much turning to the dark side. But yeah. Let's see. Next matchups also for the Blue Stars B is on the August 20th on Tuesday. Let's see. We got Saya Kamatani versus Saki Kashima. Oh, that should be good. Should be really good. We got Suzu Suzuki versus Tekla. That should be really good. And Rana Yagami versus Risa Serra. That should be an interesting matchup. So those are your next matchups for the Blue Stars B. But yeah, right now, Saya Kamatani at the number 1 seed, Hanan at the number 2 so far. But yeah, it's been quite a tournament, quite a great tournament so far. But it'll be wrapping up. The preliminary, the block matches will be wrapping up at the end of the week, because don't forget you got the grand finals. You got the finals on the 31st of August. So we got that to look forward to. But yeah, it's been quite an interesting tournament. So yeah, it's coming down to the wire. Definitely coming down to the wire. And interestingly enough, we got a couple of other Stardom related announcements. We know that Tam Nakano is going to get her World of Stardom title shot against current champion Natsuko Tora. That'll be at the 5-Star Grand Prix finals. We also know we're going to get the Future of Stardom Championship on the line at the same date, as Rina will defend the title against her sister Hina. So we got that to look forward to. And I'm sure they're going to make some more interesting matches along the way. But also, oh yeah, Fukuoka Double Crazy from Stars, Hazuki and Koguma have apparently challenged for the Oz Academy Tag Team Championships. Yeah, apparently they are challenging for those tag titles in October. But yeah, Fukuoka Double Crazy still trying to go after tag team gold of some sort. But yeah, apparently at the Oz Academy Korakuen Hall show that just happened, they were up on video. They did a video promo challenging for the Oz Academy Tag Team Championships in October. So a big opportunity for Fukuoka Double Crazy. So I have yet to see an Oz Academy event. There's a chance I might go to one once I go to Japan at the end of this year, but may have to check that out. May have to figure out a way to check that out. I don't know if they have a streaming service, but I have to check that out. But yeah, so big opportunity for Fukuoka Double Crazy to capture some new tag team gold. So we'll see how it goes. We will see how it goes. But that's pretty much it for this video. And I know, like I said, just wrapped up the G1 Climax tournament. The Tokyo Princess Cup finals will be wrapping up this upcoming weekend as well on the 24th. So, that's going to be wrapping up. The 5-Star Grand Prix will wrap up next weekend. And also next weekend, the N-1 Victory 2024 will wrap up as well. So, a couple of tournaments about to come to an end. So, enjoy it while you can, because this is getting interesting. It's getting really interesting. But anyway, that'll do it for this video. Don't forget to check out Game Beauty and Happy Shopping. Don't forget to use the promo code. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all of the above. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. And thank you so much for watching. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. Hope everybody has a blessed week. We're in a new week here in August, so hope everybody has a blessed week. And I will see y'all soon for another pro wrestling talk here on Blitzball Champ Gaming on the U to the Tube. My name is Jason Ingram. God bless, and I will see y'all in the next video and or live stream. Peace. Later.